Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I would like to prove that these two formulas are equivalent. This is the simplified version of this one. And these two formulas are used to compute for the variance. For ungrouped data, you can see we don't have frequency. So this is for ungrouped data. Well, I would like to take the left-hand side and show that it can be expressed as this particular formula to the right-hand side. Let me start with the numerator. Simplified, in the end, we're going to divide by n. But first of all, should I explain the parameters? No need. Let me just do that. Xi means the items given. For example, if you are given 1, 2, 3, 4 as your data, you have x1, x2, x3, x4. Altogether, in general, you have xi's. Then x bar is the mean. So this is a deviation from the mean. While this one, you can see that the mean is computed separately, squared. Then you take all the items, 1, 2, 3, 4, you square each. Then you add all of them, you divide by the number of items, which is 4 in this case. You subtract the mean squared, and you're going to get the same answer. All right. The left-hand side, we have the numerator as what? I minus x bar, everything squared. I would like to start with the numerator. This is the same thing as the summation of what? You expand the first term squared, xi squared, minus, because of this minus, 2, you know binomial expansion, this time this, xi times x bar, then plus the second term squared, that is x bar squared. What you should remember in series, summation of the sum is the same thing as sum of the summation. Therefore, we can find the sum term by term. This is the summation of xi squared minus, but mean is constant, remember. So you have 2x bar times the summation of xi's, then lastly plus the summation of x bar squared. This is equal to summation of xi squared minus 2x bar times what? Let me compute it here for you. Remember, summation of xi's divided by n will give you the mean. So if you multiply both sides by n, you have summation of xi's to be equal to n times x bar. So instead of this summation of xi's, we can now write it as n times x bar. N times x bar, then plus summation of x bar squared. We have this time this, summation of xi squared minus 2n x bar squared, right? Minus 2 times n is minus 2n, x bar times x bar is x bar squared. Then we have plus summation of x bar squared. Like terms. Okay, I have not simplified this one. Let me simplify it. If you have summation of a constant from 1 to n, remember we are evaluating from 1 to n because we have n number of items. So for example, if you are taking summation of 2 from 1 to 3, it means what? 2 plus 2 plus 2 up to 3 places, right? Which is 3 group of 2. This is what? N group of this x bar squared. Yeah, this and this means the same thing. So minus 2 of something plus 1 of something will give you negative 1 of that thing. So this is summation of xi squared minus nx bar squared. And lastly, if you divide each one here by n, because this is the only thing I have simplified, once you divide by n, let me do that here. If you take summation of xi minus x bar, you divide it by n, because what I have here is just this. So if we decide to divide it by n, the first one will take summation of xi's. This space is not sufficient. Let me come down here. It will be summation of xi's squared divided by n. That is the first term minus The second term contains n. If you divide by n, the n will cancel, leaving only x bar squared. So you can see that this is exactly what we have to the right hand side. And hence, this formula and this one, they are said to be equivalent.